Hey, hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Saturday, May 2nd, 2020. And we are here with Season 2, Episode 13 of Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD. I am Coach Bear, Coach Glenn the Bear, coming to you from Casa 15 Hundo in Metairie, Louisiana, right on the outskirts of Bucktown, baby. We in the 504. Who dat, baby? Who dat nation? Man, what another beautiful day we have upon us here. I am so excited. The weekend is here. Got a full day ahead on this beautiful Saturday. And just ready to film this episode of RTHD. Got my cross wall. Got a few additions to the cross wall. Got my RTHD bracelet on. You know. Got my crosses on. All is good in the hood. You heard me? All is good in the hood. You heard me? Jump the gun on that. Hey, so let's go ahead and get started because you know what? We riding? Well, I'm with you, homie. Let's do our prayer for today to get things kicked off right. Here we go. Man, I'm excited. I love being here. Hope you enjoy being here as well. Prayer. I pray that I may constantly prepare myself for better things to come. I pray that I am ready for opportunities. Man, I need to take this prayer to heart today. You know, obviously everybody's recent past has been a little bit crazy to say the least with the coronavirus, COVID-19, the pandemic that has been going on for March and April. And, you know, I think things are starting to kind of slowly get back to normal. And, you know, I got to be prepared for that. So I need to be ready for any opportunities that present itself. And so, hey, I think that prayer rings true for me. And hopefully it spoke to you as well. All right, let's go with our thoughts for the day from my cousin Jeb in Lafayette, Louisiana. Here are a few thoughts for us at this time. If you find a path with no obstacles, it likely ends nowhere. Right? A lot of our paths are going to have obstacles in it, or as I like to say, bumps in the road, right? So we're going to get that. You know, and if we have smooth sailing, we might not really be going anywhere. So I like that thought for today. Another thought for today, the perfect formula for failure. My interest is piqued. I want to see what this is all about. What is the perfect formula for failure? Try to please everybody. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, don't you agree? Do you agree out there? I mean, it is unbelievably difficult to please everybody. Can't tell you how many times I coached in the past, and a team has had great success, maybe even won championships, and not everybody on the team was pleased because they didn't play enough. Not everybody's parents were pleased because, you know, Coach Melville, oh, he just plays favorites, yada, yada, yada. You know, and so it's hard to please everybody. That's my point. And so that, you know, that thought right there does ring true. It is difficult to please everybody. So if that's your goal, it's going to be tough, just to say that. It is a recipe for failure. One thing I want to mention about the prayer and getting ready and being ready for opportunities and constantly preparing for better things to come. You know, you remember things from the past. And one of the things my mom, Dr. Gail, used to say to us when we were growing up is, you better stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And I used to think, what does that mean? You have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Well, if you stay ready, when the opportunity comes, boom, you're moving, right? But if you're not staying ready, and all of a sudden the opportunity comes, well, you got to get ready, whatever the case may be, get dressed, whatever you need to do to be able to take that opportunity. So, hey, I still remember that from my childhood, so thank you there, Gail. Appreciate that. And let's go into our reflections and meditations for the day from the 24 Hours a Day book. Again, I'm just going to read a little bit from each of those passages and pages today. All right, reflection for today. All of my past is a part of me. It is a key, not the lock. And I think that reflection says a lot because I know I'll speak for me here, okay? Because this definitely rings true for me. You know, I have over the past, months, years, whatever, for the recent amount of time, I have been dwelling on the past. And, the bottom line is, the past is the past. It is a key to where I am now, but it's not a lock. It doesn't define who I am or who I am going to be. It might have shaped me in some way, shape, or form and might have presented bigger challenges for the future. But bottom line is, the past is a key. It's not a lock. All right, so I like that reflection. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the past in today's episode. Our meditation for the day, a small portion, you must be before you can do. The doing must be the expression of being. And this is how I interpret that, because I kind of like that, but I thought I had to think about it a little bit. The first part, you must be before you can do. I have to be who I am before I can do what I think I need to do to become who I think I need to be or who I should be. And I know I'm talking in little circles here. I'm not trying to confuse myself, although I just did, or anybody else. But, I guess what that means is I got to start from the inside and work to the outside. I got to worry about taking care of all this, in here, before I can worry about what the outer perception is and what I do from this point going forward, right? So, that meditation, I like that. Basically, I think what it says, in my opinion, and at least for me, what it says is, hey, you got to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. You have to love yourself so that you can love others. You have to serve yourself so that you can serve others. And that's how I take that meditation. If you took it differently, hey, Jimmy cracked corn, and that's fine by me. Hey, no problem there. I say giddy up to you. Okay? All right, so those are a little bit of the beginning of the show. Let's go right now and do it. You know what we're going to do. You know it. We're going to dive into action. Into action, baby. Grab your handy-dandy Into Action notebook, your favorite utensil used for writing purposes, and we're going to dive into action with the categories that we're going to put into action today at some point, either right after the show or all throughout the day or later on today. However it works best for you, but let's take action, right? Let's do that. Okay. Now remember, in your handy-dandy notebook, after the list that we compile here, we want to jot down a little summary or something that struck you or stuck out for you in this episode, and write a little reflection on that, however long you wish for that to be. Here are our 3 categories for Into Action today. 1, we got gratitude. You knew that was coming. You saw it a mile away. 2, we got prepare. Prepare. I'll talk about that in just a few shakes of a lamb's tail. And 3, we've got taking care of me, or you taking care of yourself. Okay? But we'll title it Taking Care of Me, meaning you're going to take care of yourself. All right. So, gratitude. What are you grateful for today? It could be something you've already said before. It could be multiple things. But whatever comes off the top of your head, what are you grateful for today? Okay? Prepare. Okay? We talked a little bit in our beginning portion of the show about preparing and being ready and getting ready for opportunities. Okay? Especially since we might be slowly coming out of that pandemic era and slowly easing back into the norm, which I think we're going to have some new norms, by the way. I think the elbow dap and the face mask is going to be the new norm for quite some time. And I tell you, the mask thing, every time I see all these people wearing masks, it makes me think that Michael Jackson must be somewhere smiling, thinking, look what I started years and years ago. Huh? Think about it. MJ, still an innovator. But what can we do to prepare as we are coming back into, again, normal? And thirdly is taking care of me. What can you do today to take care of yourself? How are you going to dive into action by taking care of yourself today? All right, now, while you work on your list, I'm going to work on mine, telling it to you or saying it to you. Don't like to use the word tell. So saying it out to you and you be working on yours. So for gratitude for me today, I am grateful for having the opportunity to walk every single morning, with the exception of Sunday mornings, with my father. This is something we had never done before in the past, and I am thoroughly grateful for that each and every day. I have an opportunity to see my stepmother, his wife, quite often, more often than normal now, and talk to her on the phone quite a bit. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the opportunity to see my mom and my stepfather, Bill, quite often. He's probably saying right now, yeah, well, you don't need to come see us that often. You're fine. Because, that's his sense of humor. I know you're dying for me to come over, even today. But those guys watch the show every day, and I get a chance to see them, if not every day, for a little bit, every other day. So I'm grateful to have that opportunity each and every day, almost each and every day, but when I do have the opportunity. So that's what I'm grateful for today. Column 2, prepare. All right, how am I going to prepare for coming out of this pandemic? As you well know, I have stated before, I do not have a job right now, so I'm going to need to get a job. So I'm going to have to be looking for and filling out applications now for things that may be potentially open when people are starting to hire again. So I've got to be proactive and start preparing by making phone calls, making contacts, finding out what's out there, filling out whatever applications or paperwork I can fill out to get that ball rolling. I know there's one such application that I'm going to be filling out online later on today. So I'm excited about that preparation part for me. And taking care of me. How am I going to take care of myself today? What are you going to do to take care of yourself today? You know what I'm going to do? It's a beautiful day out there. I'm going to go for a drive. What I'm going to call a nice little Saturday drive. I'm going to put the 4 windows down. I'm going to turn the radio up. And I'm just going to drive and kind of enjoy the beauty that's out there. Might even drive across the causeway today. You never know. Because I like that bridge on a pretty day like today. And just while the music's playing, do some reflection. Maybe do some prayers. Maybe do some meditations. And just soak it all in, the beauty of the day, by driving and kind of relaxing. And that's how I'm going to take care of me today, with a little bit of serenity, if you will. Okay? And so that's what I'm going to do. So, hey, you all should have your list completed or continue to work on that when the time comes. And make sure that we all, including myself, dive into action today. Giddy up. You heard me? We riding? Well, I'm with you, homie. All right, real quick, a couple of things to touch on for today. The past, we talked a little bit about. The past, gone by in time and no longer existing. I find myself, as I mentioned earlier, guilty of clinging to the past sometimes. And hey, there ain't nothing I can do about it now. Okay, I can't change it. I can only learn from it. I can only grow from it. I can use it as a key and not a lock, and have it bog me down and keep me stagnant. Okay? So, I have to work on not regretting the past. All right? Nor wishing to shut the door on the past. All right? And realize that my experiences, especially my experiences that I am relaying here on the Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD, that maybe they can benefit somebody. Maybe some people have gone through some experiences that I share, or are going through some experiences that I share. So, when it comes to the past, I've got to look at it, comprehend it, learn from it, and move forward. and do those things that I just read about when talking about the past. And that will hopefully lead me to more serenity. You know, I say the serenity prayers sometimes at the beginning, sometimes at the end, sometimes the long version, sometimes the short version. But serenity, okay, the state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. So, you know, that's where ultimately we all want to be, right? We all want to have serenity. Not like Kramer and George Costanza's dad, Frank, had serenity when they got upset. They would go, serenity now, and just say it and bottled it all up and then wound up going a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs later on. That's just a TV show. Anyway, but we do want to achieve, or I want to achieve that serenity, okay? And through my serenity, I want a new freedom and a new happiness, right? All right? If I, over the last 2.5, 3 years, have not always been happy and not always felt free, I do want a new freedom. I do want a new happiness. And that's where peace and serenity plays a giant role. All right? I want to comprehend this word serenity, and I want to know peace. I want to know it, okay? And I want to live it. I want to live serenity. I want to know peace. And I hope you do as well. All right. As we close, I want to remind everybody to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Search for Cyril Melville, CYRILMELVILLE. We have 74 subscribers, so we got a little ways to go to get to 100 by tomorrow. I need your help. Ask people, show them how to subscribe. You do it if you haven't done it. Please, it would be a great goal to try and achieve for RTHD. If you're seeing the show on Facebook, please like it. Please leave a comment. Please share it with others. And those of you that already do that all the time, thank you so very much. All right? And on this beautiful Saturday, let me remind you all to be happy, be joyous, be free. Okay? Be grateful. Be into action. And I'm going to close today with the short version of the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to change the things. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Sorry I stumbled on that one. We all make mistakes. I got to forgive myself and hope you forgive me as well. Hey, have a great day. Happy Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend. And it's out of here. Peace.